Big Sills! Appreciate y'all coming aboard. Thank you very much. Let me make this comment to you about Lane Johnson and Jason Kelsey. Obviously different positions, but I would make this comment to you. I'm trying to think of guys that we have seen in the last 25 years that have been on the same offensive line that you would go, holy shit. That played such a long time like that together. You know, the only comparison that I could make, I would say this to you, that Lane and Jason Kelsey are like Upshaw and Shell. Now, obviously, Upshaw and Shell were guards, tackles. This is center, right tackle. So it's completely different. Okay? So I would make that point that obviously different positions, but still dominance in Hall of Famers. And I was talking to some of the Hall of Fame voters about Jason Kelsey and Lane Johnson. And I said, do you think these guys are potential Hall of Fame guys? And they basically threw that back at me and asked me if I thought they were. And I said, I'm trying to think of a center in the last 25 years that has played in the NFL that's better than Jason Kelsey. The only center that I can think of that I've seen and played against would be Bruce Matthews. Bruce Matthews is a better player than Jason Kelsey. He's a better football player. But that's probably, and then if you want to go further back, you're talking more like Dwight Stevenson. I think he's better than Kevin Mawai. I think Kelsey's better than Kevin Mawai. Now, as for Lane, that'll be more of a conversation because he's a right tackle. Right tackles are harder to evaluate when you're talking about Hall of Fame because that's the second tackle on offensive lines. Now, what'll change and what has changed with that is that most of the time now, you see, back in the day, the right tackle, left tackle, and the left tackle still to this day make more money than the right tackles, traditionally. And that will always be. Maniac. When I talked to Boomer, he said Hurts could feel pressure from contact. Stecking was a huge loss. And he thinks Finn's Birds, 3 best teams of the year. That's great. Hey, Maniac, that's really, did you really call WFAN? Thank you, man. Maniac, thank you, my friend. You are a friend. You are a friend. And I didn't mention you, Big Sills and JAKIB Media. Okay. It's all good, dude. All good. Hey, no, you did mention it then. You mentioned me then and JAKIB, right? Hey, that's good. Maniac, thank you very much, man. Thank you, dude. Great respect for you, man, to give the show some pub like that. Thank you. Thank you very much. We totally appreciate it. All right. Before we get the legend in, I want to go over some of these games with you guys. No Blankenship or Roby Sunday. Callie Green, is that true? No Reed Blankenship? Hey, can we verify that? Is Reed Blankenship out? Oh, I'm almost afraid to click this. So hang on here. You have a Hurt Slay, no Reed Blankenship, who's playing safety. And no Rope, who's playing? Who's playing? Oh my dude. Hassan Reddick has to have 5 sacks. He has to get, man, is there pressure on pressure today? There is, dude, can I tell you this? If I'm Sean Desai, get this. So let me ask you something now. Callie Green, thank you. Hang on here. Sidney Brown, they haven't trusted him. They haven't trusted him enough to play him. Has he been hurt? I know he was hurt. I mean, you know why? He's not a very good tackler. He's a hitter. He's got to learn to wrap up. That was one of the criticisms about him coming out of Illinois, is what we call a gorer. He gores people. He doesn't wrap up. He's not a good tackler. So here, without any kind of safety help, are you going to play press coverage, or are you going to play zone coverage against Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle? He's not a good tackler. He's a hitter. There's a difference. See, people think because you're a good hitter makes you a good tackler. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. Blitz. One more time. Is Sean Desai going to press those wide receivers? Is he going to press those wideouts? Or is he going to play 10 yards off the ball? Is he going to play 10 yards off Tyreek Hill and let them play pitch and catch? Because you know what Tua will do to stop the blitzing? Because Fangio knows. You know what he's going to do? 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, boom. Then you're going to bring press up. Hill down the seam. Touchdown, 75-yarder. No safety. No safety help. I'm telling you what they're going to do. I'm telling you on a Friday what they're going to do. They're going to nickel and dime him. Nickel and dime him. They're going to walk. They're going to go right down the field on you. They're going to bring those corners up, and Hill's going to run right by him on a go route. Because you don't have press cover corners. They're center fielders. Dude, there's not a guy in the league that he's Deshaun Jackson 2.0. You ain't got anybody on that team that could stop him. Or, dude, Deshaun Jackson would do the same shit to you. You know it. You're going to see a lot of go routes. Damn. Holy cow. Hey, so Big Rhythm said you said that about the Rams. Rams had a good game against you. But who was on the other side of Cooper Kupp? I can't remember his name. You got Jalen Waddle on the other side. Ain't no Jalen Waddle on the other side of Cooper Kupp. And you don't have the number 1 run offense in the NFL. How about this? Here's something to think about. They don't have to get 180 yards against the Eagles. They just need 100 yards, 110, 15 yards. That's all the Commanders needed. Think about that for a second. Hey, think about that for a second. Yeah, that guy Puka ain't Waddle. Hey, think about this for a second. Shit, the Jets didn't need 180 yards against you on the ground. They just need like Dude, can you imagine if so they say they don't get 180 yards, which they're not, and they get 120 yards. Tagovailoa will throw for 400 yards. Bang, bang, bang. Go route. No Reed Blankenship. Nobody. Who's playing? Who's your center fielder? Who's to stop the big over-the-top play? Who's your second level help? Who's your second level help? And the kid Roby's not playing too, right? Who's your second level help back there at safety? Terrell Edmonds. Oh my God. Oh my God. 31-30, Mary. I don't know, man. Hey, 31-30. Holy Shinula. You got to be kidding me. Yeah, you're going to have Hassan. I agree with that, 88. Hassan has to not let it happen. They got to get back there. So you know what I do if I'm Sean? I do that. I bring pressure. You got to, man. You've got to move him around. You can't let him get into a rhythm. That's one thing that they like. They like to spread you out, and they like to get rhythm going. But see, you can't do that in a way because you know why? If you bring pressure and you play 10 yards off the ball, the pressure's irrelevant. You bring blitzes with 3-step drops and pitch and catch. What's the point of blitzing? You're not getting there unless you get your hands up and he gets, hey, get this. Could there be a lot of knockdown passes in this game? To me, that's as good as a sack in this game. If you get swatted down passes at the line of scrimmage, shit, that's like a sack. Okay? You got to get your hands up quick here. You got to get your hands up. Hey, Kyle. Jalen Carter and Davis in there are going to have to wreak havoc. And I don't really think the Miami Dolphins interior, I don't think they're overly stout. You know, some would go, well, look at her running game. I get it. Still, who they run the ball on? Okay. Look at this guy here. See this guy here again, 5% of what I say. Welcome to How Much the Eagles Suck show. When I said you're making it to the NFC title game. What a complete unhinged tool bag. I mean, unhinged tool bag. I told you on October 20th, because of the injuries, at the beginning of the show, listen here, shitbag. At the beginning of the show, I told you on October 20th, you're banged up. In January or December 20th, you may actually beat this team full strength. Simple. How you doing? How you doing? Remember something, Kwanzi. Always remember something that the great president, Richard Nixon, said. Mr. President, why are you so upset? Wait a minute. Kwanzi, what would give you the impression that you've upset me? You see, you have to remember something, Kwanzi. Only people you respect can make me upset. So for you to think that you would upset me would give you the impression I respect you. One of the greatest lines, he did that at a press conference. No wonder everyone hated his ass. Excuse me. What would make you think I respect you? to upset me. See, your ego thinks that I respect you. Don't flatter yourself. Hey, Quan, you're fun, man. All of yous are all of yous. Hey, all of yous. How you doing? Hey, all of yous are fun. Oh man. Oh, hey, all of yous, you know? What's a you? You know, it's a you. It's that thing, you know? It's you thing. It's you thing. Yeah, you know? Okay, it's a you thing, you know? I say keep everything underneath. Make Miami drive the length of the field, tighten up coverage in the red zone. Offensively, control the clock. Miami's offense on the sidelines. Chris, exactly right. Tone said that too. That's the one thing that you have to have, man. You got to limit that offense to 59 plays. If you limit the offense to 59 plays and you keep that Dolphins team in check with 59 plays, you're winning that game. You could win it by 10 if you did that. But if that team gets up 70 plays, 72, 73 plays, they could blow you out. They could blow you out. Because let me get this right. Do you think the Eagles could get in a back and forth with the Dolphins in a shootout? Tone's got them in a shootout, 31-30. How about this? What I want to do if I'm Miami, I want to get out to a 14-point lead. I want to get out to a 14-point lead. And I want to see what they're going to do. Because you know what they'll do? As always, the Eagle coaches will panic. And they'll abandon the run game. And then Miami has them. I want the Eagles should get out, in my opinion. The Eagles should get out to, hopefully they get out to a lead. I get a 10-point lead on Miami. Don't let Miami get a lead on you because you don't have the coaching that will have enough patience and stay the course. Okay? Maurice thinks that Miami will be out of steam playing in 90-degree and practicing in 90-degree temperature and humidity every day, that they'll be out of gas when it's 50 degrees out in Philly. Okay. Who do you think's in better shape, the Eagles or the Dolphins? They practice in 95% humidity, 95 degrees. But you're in better shape than them. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's a good one there, man. You got to get 11. I agree, man. You got to get that number up in takeaways. You got to start getting some of that thing going there like you did early on last year. Okay? That you totally have to do that. Cold air hits different. It does. Hey, Twiz, I will tell you this. This is what you get with some of them cold. Hey, and I'm talking everybody. Because I played in that environment. You get some guys that were born in that environment and live in that environment, and I'm talking everybody on the roster. You're up there in Philly, man, 50 degrees feels like it's 30 below. Hey, Tone, it feels like, you get your blood thin down there. You come up to Philadelphia, man. Whew. I did a little digging on the Eagles' third down stats. Prior to Thursday night, the Eagles were ranked 5th in third down attempts in 87 attempts and have converted 44 third down attempts, which puts them 50.6. I mentioned the attempts because the Eagles have out themselves in a lot of third down situations, which is why it looks like they don't convert them that well. Miami is ranked 31st in third down attempts with 59. And here's the misleading number with that. Look at the amount of third down attempts, 59 to 87. Do you know what that means? They're not in third down much. They do most of their damage from first and second down. This means Miami's. That's right, Tone. I didn't finish your take there. This means Miami's doing a better job on first and second down. That's right. They're killing teams on first and second down. Dude, they're not very good on third down. That's not a shocker. But when you're number one in points scored, number one in total offense, number one in passing, and number one in rushing, you think you're doing a lot of damage on third down? Most of your damage comes on first and second down. And you're killing teams. Killing teams. Funny Sills. Boomer said he's curious to see how Tua plays in Philly. The cold. Huh? Okay. 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 I got you. I want to see how Tua plays in that environment. I want to see how he plays in that environment. Okay, I do. Miami are converting third downs at a 44% clip, which is ranked 7th. Again, though, Tone, here's the thing about the misleading stats with Miami a bit. And here, the reason why I pay more attention to the Eagle trends than the Dolphin trends, the Eagles know the roadmap to get to the Super Bowl. The Dolphins trying to figure it out. And you've played, to me, the Dolphins are the 2022 Eagles. Because you really didn't know what we had in 22 with the Eagles. We didn't know how good they were. We saw how good they were playing. Can you make that same kind of comparison? I didn't know how good you guys were going up even until week 8. But we started feeling this team had something special to it. And that's kind of now, to me, even with the wobbling, you're doing this. Yeah, man, they're probably going to figure it out. Now you're banged up in this game. This would be I'll tell you what, if you win this ball game against Miami with all the injured players, quite a testament to the locker room and the players in the locker room. Really will be. This game will be exceptionally close. This game will be really close because the coaches keep them in it like they have all year. We'll keep it close. All right. The greatness of the Philly Godfather will join us at 5:30 Eastern. What will he say about Dolphins and Eagles? Live from Lincoln Financial. The game of the week. The Nick Saban Bowl. Tua versus Jalen Hurts. The man fired on national television for Tua. Tua doesn't get the big contract. Hurts gets the $50 million bag. Tua doesn't. Great storylines here. Great storylines. Hit the like button. Keep it here on the National Football Show.
Football and Hooters, the perfect pair.